recording. Okay, good. Audio's recording. Excellent. All right, it's time. And Bo, no other special ingredients, right? We'll just send it to you when I'm done.
Yep.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay.
My goodness,
I
sir.
know. I mean, look.
Save it for Nash. That's in character talk right there.
I can't hold it that long. Okay, here we go, everybody. We are ready to roll in 3, 2, 1. Greetings and welcome to another episode of There Will Be Dungeons, D&D done the way we like to do it here at therewillbedungeons.com. My name is Scott Johnson with Bo Schwartz, John Jagger, Kristen Ashton, Kyle Ferguson, and Baby Chunks is with us as well today, and we're glad to be back. Before we get too far, a reminder that you can get nice hot teas with our names on it, and even names of other things that have happened in our campaign, things you'll remember from so many episodes ago, and you'll go, oh man, I really want to get that tea. Well, now's your chance. Go to phoenixpearltea.com and check it out. They got a whole line there. It's very, very cool. For example, hold on, I got one right here. They're going to be phasing out a couple teas as well. For example, Dream Drinker, which is the peppermint vanilla dessert tea, is being phased out. So if you want that now, you better get in there. Also, the Charlemagne's Breakfast is being phased out in favor of another one.
Charlemagne's Breakfast is good.
Yeah, 3 teas will be available soon, and they're going to be replacing these. Oh, the third is, let's see, Orphe's Rest. Is it Orphe's Rest? Orphe's Rest, which is Royal Rosehip Herbal Tea, and Taste of the Tide Bearers. That is also going away. So, if you're into it, get it while those last, and then be ready for new teas being introduced at phoenixpearltea.com. Use the code TWBD100 and get 20% off your order. All right. Today we're doing it a little different. Bo, I pass the baton to you now to tell us something.
Zorander's Fist is an ornate gauntlet that once belonged to Zorander of Tale. In a battle with the evil Muglep, Zorander found himself cornered, without any of his brothers and sisters of the Peladric Order of Euphemius to help defend him. He stopped in that moment and prayed to Euphemius for the strength to exact justice upon the giants. And in that moment, Euphemius touched Zorander's gauntlet and imbued it with an impossible strength to pummel the resolute race of evil beings. The Muglep were a dominant species of giant from the prime material horror realm of Zygast IV. An invading force. They sought to annihilate Zorander's world. With renewed strength from the fist, Zorander fought his way to the center of the city. But they did not succeed. The Muglep drove them back one by one. Even with Zorander's new power, he could not win the day. After this battle was lost by the paladins of Euphemius, Zorander left, becoming determined to change the fate of his world, and decided to seek out forbidden power, judging that sometimes smaller evils must be enacted for the greater good, and that his very soul would be his ultimate sacrifice to Euphemius. An unspeakable voice from beyond invited Zorander to the plains of antipathy and opened a portal to this realm. None know what transpired, but Zorander returned to Zygast IV. His right-handed pearl and white and gold gauntlet was now adorned with a large gem, which appeared to fill with a leaking purple gaseous element. With an otherworldly zeal and conviction, he defied his knight commander's orders and faced the Muglep hordes alone, and single-handedly punched a trail of corpses to the very throne of Anderteal itself. After vanquishing the Muglep general, Zorander sought to punish his brothers and sisters who failed to fight with him. and took control of the Muglep army and commanded that army to attack the Euphemian defenders, his previous brothers and sisters in arms. His reasons for turning on his order are unknown and has been the subject of endless show debates by historical scholars and academics to this very day. It is generally agreed by historians that Zorander declared victory over the Euphemians within a day. What transpired between that time and his death is unknown, but Zorander's fist was found 71 planar centuries later at the bottom of an unremarkable jungle chasm on the prime material world of Yox, and shortly became the central objective in a multiplanar theater of combat.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. And now this. I was ill prepared. That was really intense. Nice job.
That's okay.
Nice job.
We continue this week's adventure with 2 lines of paladin warriors, Euphemian paladins, that are defending the front gate of the White Tower, slicing and dicing through the hordes of dretches that are attempting to enter inside the tower from that gate. Just behind them, Hope, you're on the ground. Hope is on the ground, sort of just having landed there with her broom. Nash, or no, you teleported there with Nash, if I recall correctly, right?
Yep.
So Nash and Hope are on the bottom of the ground. Above them is a floating cluster of demons and humanoid bodies. Specifically, there's a Minotaur, a robed tiefling, Stanley, and his friend, Knight Commander Elentris Vane, are also floating in this well of gravity that's reversed. They're both unconscious, as well as there are 8 remaining green large demons with great axes attempting to slice at all the beings that are floating that are not on their team. Standing in the midst of this pile of floating bodies above the White Tower, we have Varel, who's just opened the box containing Zorander's fist and has taken it into his hands. He, however, has run out of actions for the turn and is standing there with it gloriously. Next, we have a death saving throw for Elentris. That's a fail. She's on 2 fails. And John, you're on 1 succeed, 1 fail, right?
You haven't rolled a death save yet.
You haven't rolled one yet? Okay, maybe I was
Nope.
thinking of the last one. If there was one. Okay, so she's rolled 1. So she has 1 success, 1 fail, and now 2 fails. Okay. That brings us to Hope. Hope, you are standing with a line of paladins fighting in front of you and all of the activity happening above. You
Wait
have the
a minute.
broom. Yeah.
Sorry, Bo. I think that was from her previous one because I healed her and brought her back up, and then the flame column hit her. So she should be at 1 fail now, I think.
Oh, okay, that's right. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, that detail I didn't take a note of, so we'll start there then. Okay, Hope, you're up.
Okay, Hope is going to. How loose are Stanley's clothes? I know it's an odd question.
Stanley?
I don't know. He would be.
Could a broom
in...
handle fit up your shirt?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's wearing leather armor, but he's got some loose clothes. I am feather falling as a dead body.
That's
That's
true. Okay, so in that case, Hope is going to order the broom to push Stanley and Elentris down
Okay.
the 50 feet that it can go. Basically get them out of harm's way.
Does that take your action to command your broom?
I believe it does.
Okay. So that may be your regular action you'd like to successfully hook it in. So we'll have to make a skill check for that, but I'm not sure if that's more your intelligence or if it's the broom.
Could it be one of those where the broom turns vertical and then the tip pushes Stanley and Elentris down?
Yep, you can do a pushing motion.
Sweep
Cool,
him into
let's do
that
that.
gate.
Okay, let's do that. That won't require a thing, but I don't know if it has the strength to do that. So hang on. The broom weighs 3 pounds, but if it's a light little touch, it should work, right? There's no resistance.
I would hope with Featherfall, but
Okay, you're
I
fine.
never know
So-
what the rules
so-
are sometimes.
If you're not riding it, its fly speed is 50 feet. So you've got to send it up 30 feet, and then you can push it back down another 20. So you won't get him all the way to the ground this turn, but very close.
Okay, cool. That's what I'll do.
Okay, so you send the broom up, you hook, you sort of tap on the side of him, and he has Elantris in his hand. So as you push him down, she also descends, and both of them descend to 10 feet floating above the ground.
Perfect.
Okay, you have a bonus action and movement if you choose.
Nope, she's just gonna watch.
Okay, Stanley, death saving throw.
Save number 1.
Okay, so it's one succeed for you. Okay,
We're
now
doing this because that is literally a natural 20. It doesn't look like it on the cam.
Nice.
That is a natural freaking 20 on the death save.
I thought you were
Sweet.
biffing it.
Oh, you have a natural 20. Oh shit.
Doesn't that bring you back or something?
It
That looks
brings
like
me
an 8
back
to
with
me.
1 hit point.
Okay, which means you get to use all of your actions and all that because it's your turn, right? That works that way.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
I think you can benefit from the awesomeness of the,
now my
the 20,
camera's
so
all messed up. I'll figure that out.
Go ahead and take your turn with 1 hit point.
All right. Jeez, now I'm holding this camera like an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Hey, I was not expecting to be up, so I'm 10 feet off the ground. Sorry, I usually plan for my turn better, but I didn't expect this.
It looks like you won an award.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy to be here, you guys. Oh my gosh, what happened to Scott?
Sorry.
Okay.
Ignore
I got
that.
distracted.
That was weird.
I will kind of come to see Elantris in my hands. She's unconscious as well. And I will cast Healing Word on her
Okay.
at the 2nd level. That's the only spell slot I have left. And that'll be 4. That's 9, 10, 11, 12 hit points returned to her.
12 hit points. Okay. Perfect. And as you do this, you float to the ground and you're now on ground level. Wait, is this the reverse gravity's floating up, isn't it?
No,
So you're not-
we undid that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm not seeing a square. Yep. So you float to ground level. Thank you.
Yep. And then I will, with any movement I have, just attempt to, because I imagine she's only just now coming to, I
Yeah.
will drag her towards the gate as much as I can for my full movement.
You're gonna drag. Okay, so the gate's like right in the middle, maybe where the chest is. But like those guys are higher up, so you can move all the way to like there.
Okay. Yeah.
You can actually move inside. You have enough movement to move inside if you want to.
Yeah, I'll pull her inside.
Okay. So I'm just gonna remove you guys from the board then because you're inside.
Sweet.
Okay.
That'll be me.
All right, perfect. Let me just do a bit of map business here. I'm just moving you guys on the GM layer somewhere away. It doesn't confuse me. Okay, so all right, that's you. That's Stanley. Now it's these dudes' turn, the attacking force, and since there's no more reverse gravity in effect, but there is feather fall, but they are not feather falling. They are feather falling, aren't they? Oh my god, what a complicated state. All right. Varel, you are within the vicinity of the Minotaur. So the Minotaur is going to attack you. All right. Okay. It's a miss. It's a hit. All right, so he has 4 swords and equipped in his 4 arms. He hits with 2 of them as he slashes you. So it's 11 slashing. And 10 slashing damage for the 2 hits.
All right.
Okay, he makes his attacks desperately, swinging at you as you take the hits on the brunt of your scales, but you're protecting the glove that you have in your hand. Incidentally, the Spatulo does nothing and floats to the ground, looking at what's happening and taking it in. He is readying an action as you see his hands Oh, this meeting has been upgraded by the host. Okay, that's great. As he begins forming something in his hands, but holding it, and there's this sort of purple energy that's being held in his hands as he rolls down. Nash, it is your turn.
Okay. Trying to figure out what that means because I didn't upgrade anything. All right. Shit. Okay. So I'm falling like everybody else. Upward now or downward?
Downward.
Okay.
You're feather falling. There's no more reverse gravities active.
Okay.
You're falling.
And the Minotaur is level with us for sake of...
everyone's sort of descending within that group at the same rate.
Okay.
Except for Spatullo, who forced himself downward.
All right.
He's hit the ground.
Sorry, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't I... Last we were here, I'm pretty sure I gave Varel haste. And in theory, he's still hasted. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he is still hasted at this moment.
All right. Well, then I need to do something that won't break concentration. That was the reason I asked. And that will be...
like hit yourself in the head.
Yeah, like just hit myself with a stick. Okay. Actually, I'll probably just do like a simple cantrip or something just to...
Okay.
I just don't want to screw this up.
Give it some thought. Ask your teammates if they have advice. One teammate is getting a power item. You may want to protect him to ensure that he can do what he's going to do, for example.
And that's Stanley? Or is it
that
Varel?
Would be Varel.
It's Varel, okay.
Varel, has the fist in his hand. He's opened up the chest. He has the fist in his hand. He's floating above everything, and he has a look in his eye like he's about to put the thing on. But he's surrounded on all sides by hostiles.
Okay. Hold on. Why haven't I used this yet? Hold on. Oh, that's concentration, though. Never mind. Okay. I've got some slots, so I'm going to chromatic orb this dude at level 2.
Which dude, sorry?
2, level 2. And I'm going to use...
Or which target?
Oh, sorry, the Minotaur.
Gotcha. And the style of orb?
The style of orb is going to be... I got to remember what they are immune to acid, so let's see.
Yeah, they're immune to acid and poison.
Then I'm going to make it... Actually, did pretty good with cold at some point. Let's do cold.
Okay, sure.
Let me...
Oh, wait, I thought you were hitting the Minotaur.
I am hitting the Minotaur.
You don't have any information on his immunities. It's the large demons that you know are immune to poison and acid.
Ooh. Do I take the risk? I'm still going to aim there for the Minotaur. I'm still going to do cold.
Okay.
I feel okay. I feel okay about it. I need to give you a hit. Hold on.
You have a feat that it doesn't matter. Fire and cold.
Wait, what? Do I have a what?
Sorry. Didn't mean to necessarily confuse it, but I think you have a feat that makes it to where even if something's resistant to cold damage, it takes full damage anyway.
Oh, right. I do have that feature. John is correct. I forget about that feature. I will no longer forget about it.
I think. I don't know.
I do have it. It's right here.
Elemental Adept.
Yep.
Spells you cast ignore resistance to cold damage.
Right.
As when you roll damage for a spell, you cast it deals damage. You can treat anyone on a damage die as 2.
I think I just don't have it when I'm in dragon form. And
you have it when you're in dragon form.
Oh, I do? I thought that feature went away when I was in that. No?
No.
Okay.
No, you have access to everything that you have.
Well, that's good to know. Well,
Only
if that's
thing
the
that
case, then...
your hit points and your strength, like some of your attributes.
But in that case, how come my fiery or my acid breath never hurt anybody? If I'm adept at that, they should have gotten hurt.
Well, they're immune to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Also,
resistance and immunity are different. Resistance
right.
has damage. Immunity means doesn't take any at all.
Okay, so they're fully immune.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is why you're using the cold damage, which you don't know if they have resistance to it or not. But even if they did, it would ignore resistance, but it would not ignore immunity.
It would not ignore immunity. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to assume this is a good summer loving Minotaur. He likes it out in the spring and the birds and everything. Hates the winter. So here comes the roll. That'll be a 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay.
It's a hit.
And then that will be at this level. Let's see, 48 at second level. Yep, so 48 damage. Hold on. This will be of cold damage. 4d8. That's it. 28 total points of damage. Ooh, I like that. 7, 7, 6, and an 8.
All right, so you fire a big orb of ice, hit him in the head as it flies out from your hand. I don't know if you want to yell anything.
No, I'll just go, you stupid Minotaur! Hold on a minute, Tor. I have nothing. I got nothing.
All right, you say this awkward rhyme, and a large ball of ice fires out at its head and doffs him right in the head, throwing off his balance.
All right.
You're, oh, who did that?
Me, you dipshit. And then I just float on like the song says because I can't really move.
Wait, aren't you on the ground?
You're on the ground.
Oh.
You teleported to the ground.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
standing on solid ground.
Totally
Yep,
forgot.
At the base of the tower.
Well,
Next
you
to
told
Hope.
me I was falling a minute ago and it threw me. I thought you were...
I know, it's a very confusing battle.
Yeah. All right. Well, never mind. In that case, oh boy. All right. Do I need to move?
So you watch Stanley just suddenly, after seemingly be dead, stand up and run in with dragging his girlfriend behind. Well, he rezzed her too, and they both ran in the building.
All right. And where did they enter? Sorry, where is it?
Where that chest is where the front door is, basically.
And if I run there, am I...
You have enough movement to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just step inside the door. Inside the tower.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over here and just... If you want to put me in there.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove your token so it's less confusing since you're now in the... Oops, that's not your token.
There
You've
you go.
now run in the tower.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. That's my move.
Okay. Perfect. So you've run into the tower. That brings us to this guy. And he's never... so the mounted upon a flaming... a black horse with a flaming mane. This nothing but green skin, sort of no mouth, yellow eyes, with a cape floating atop this horse, is going to cast a spell. And what spell will it be? Okay, he casts Fear. And is it in an area? 30-foot cone. Can he do that? Yeah, he can. Does the Fear have to target an area, or can it just target a person? One sec. Sorry, guys. Got to remember how spells work.
It's all
It is
good.
in an area.
Magically.
Save you a lot of emails and tweets. It's all good.
Spell, creature. Let me see. Oh, when you're frightened by spelling. Okay. You know what? That's not really a great option. So now that I've thought about it a little bit, I'm gonna not do that. Sorry. All right, he's just going to attack. He doesn't have anything awesome spell-wise that's going to solve the situation that I think. So he's going to move in. Vorel, this creature sees that you have the fist in your hand. This is the object of the whole campaign, the reason that they're here. So he begins to move in. He barks at this one to get out of his way, and that one sort of flaps to the side a bit. And this creature descends upon you, attempting to now take you on one-on-one combat amidst the pile of demons. So he's going to make an attack, first of all, with his hypnotic gaze. So his eyes sparkle with this opalescent light, and it targets you.
Hypnotic gaze, they're my favorite kind of gaze. Go ahead.
Yep. You have to make a wisdom saving throw, Varel.
All right. No problem. 5.
I made Kristen laugh. That's all I care about.
Shit. Well, you were stunned.
Perfect.
Your worst nightmare. Yeah, so you're also charmed. So you're charmed. You can't attack the charm or target the creature with harmful abilities. And you give him advantage on any social interactions. And you're also stunned. Okay, perfect. And that's it. There's no repeated saving throws. So you are just stunned?
stunningly.
Okay, that's how this works. You are stunned. Okay. It then proceeds to attack you. Now, stunning attack rolls against a creature have... Okay, so because you were stunned, Varel, you drop the fist.
All
The
right.
fist lands on the ground. Hope you see out of the periphery of your vision that Varel has dropped the fist, and it's about 15 feet away from you, to your left, in his position on the ground. All right, but before that turn takes place, Varel, you are subject to a number of attacks from this creature astride the... Okay, that's a miss. That's a miss. Come on. Okay, that one's a hit, right? 21.
Note that my AC is +2 from the haste.
Okay, so that puts you at 21?
18.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I've only hit you once with the last hit. Let's see what this does. It is, well, 7 points of slashing damage. That's it.
All right.
It's not too bad, actually. All right, but you were stunned. Charmed, the fist has fallen on the ground, and that's where you are. Varel, it is your turn. You're going to take 5 bleeding damage from the bleed. Now, I'm still surprised that this doesn't have a way to... Seems returned at the end of the ultra law. Oh, it's until the end of his next turn, so it is finite. I missed that part. You are currently stunned this turn until the end of his next turn. Cool.
Cool.
You are feather falling, and you now feather fall to the ground, stunned. So you're now just sort of standing there, rubbing your head, basically. And everyone begins descending down. These guys over here have to fly. So it is now the Nikolos' turn. They fly down below, swooping down below, and they get into position around you on the ground. Okay, and they attack the Minotaur. Okay, that's a miss. That one's a hit. So this demon here looks at the Minotaur, takes out his claw, and then sinks it deep into the side flank of the Minotaur. And you hear the green demon yell, "Yes, all life will end." And as he says that, it sort of looks like you can see that he injects something into the Minotaur. Boom. And the Minotaur is like, it's just stumbling, holding his side, just like in incredible pain on his right side. The rest of these move around to either block you off, and then 2 of these demons begin making their way through these lines of paladins and begin cutting them down from behind. So this first one here swings his sword or his great axe wildly and kills 3 of the paladins in one swoop, decapitating one of them. This one here also moves through the line of paladins that's on the right flank, slicing down 2 paladins just with big great axe cleaves. Shing, shing, shing. And the Dretch army that they're fighting begins inching ever closer in that direction now that one side of the line is broken. You hear one of the paladins yell, "The line is broken! Retreat to the tower!" And now that puts us in Elentris's turn. Elentris looks to you, Stanley, and says, "We must go back out there and save our brothers and sisters." And she begins making her way back out to the front. Do you do anything about this, Stanley? I mean, it's not your turn, but do you have any reactive?
No, it's the 1 hit point Stanley, who's a charred, bloody mess, is just standing up. He's got to go out and get his friends too, so he's with her.
All right, so Elantris walks to the front of the door, stumbling, bleeding, looks out, watches her brothers and sisters, paladins, getting mowed down by the green demons, and sees Vorel, and actually sees that the shadow of this nightmare is behind her too, and she makes an attempt to throw her sword at that creature. Do you have any inspiration? I guess not. You can't do it on this thing.
Well, all my inspirations are used up anyway. So.
All right, perfect. So she fires out the sword, and she fires out the sword, and it connects. Let me see. So this is the sword made of a shaft of light. It's just a hilt. She throws it out. It connects with that green creature up atop the horse, and it knocks him off the horse, and he lands on the ground. This one's not subjected to Featherfall, taking about 40 points of damage. And falling just in front of you, Varel, you're stunned and you're charmed. So you're almost concerned that one of your most important and valuable friends and allies has been knocked off his horse and is sitting right in front of you. Okay. Catapults fire across the top, but we have nobody on the top, so we're just going to let that happen. Hope it is your turn.
Okay, where am I in relation to the fist and the door?
So the fist and the door is where Elantris is standing, right there. It's to your right.
Okay,
Or if you're
I see it.
facing the tower, it's to your left. The fist is like Varel's standing on top of the fist. It's between his legs and his location.
Okay, and all of the monsters and everything are on the ground, correct?
Everything's now on the ground. So the door is surrounded by green demons, and the only thing stopping them from going in the tower is their attention on Varel and the fist. And one of them is not a demon, but a minotaur.
Okay, my broom pushed Stanley down, so it's, what, 20 feet off the ground now?
Yeah, pushed him down in front of the door, roughly. So where is your broom in this mess of items?
So can we say that's about 20 feet away from the fist?
Sorry, it pushed him down over here. Your broom is close to the fist. It's like he pushed him down right where the minotaur is, right? Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere.
But you could command it to move through creatures. It's very narrow.
Okay, is it close enough that I could command it to kind of wear the fist and then push it inside the tower?
For sure, you can absolutely do that.
All right, that's what Hope's gonna command her broom to do.
All right, so as your broom moves through the minotaur and the demon, moves through the bodies. Which one is it moving through, a demon or a minotaur?
Let's say the minotaur, just to gloat over the fact that he's getting his ass kicked.
Okay, so the minotaur decides to hold his opportunity attack and not attack your nuisancey looking broom for whatever reason. He decides it's not hostile, and then he sort of his jaw sort of drops open as the broom like flies between his legs and flies between Varel's legs and hooks the glove into the broom. So now the broom is on the edge of the glove. The glove is on the edge of the broom, flying.
All right, I want it to fly into the tower. It through the door into the tower.
Okay. Now, as it picks it up, you see that a little. So it pierces into the glove, and then as it pushes it, it carries it into the tower. But as it attempts to move into the tower, a force field like prevents it from going in, and the broom sort of stops right at the door. It won't enter into the tower.
Shit. Oh my god, that's why it had to be in a box. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay. So the broom was my action, but I have a move.
You also have a free action.
Oh my god. So much is hinging on this. So on these final turns, I feel like everything is hinging on these.
What do you want to try to do? What is your goal here?
Trying to justify things for my character to do that would be cool.
Well, don't justify, just do them.
I know.
So if you want to go after the glove, you could slide under the minotaur.
It's been talking to her this whole time, and Varel's charmed, and things are looking bad for the paladin, so Hope's gonna make a dash for the glove and try and put it on.
Okay. You still have an action surge available?
You
used it this combat. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get it's gonna be an athletics or acrobatics check to do like a baseball slide through the minotaur.
Okay, let's do acrobatics. going to be a 10.
Okay, so you run towards the Minotaur and you slide sort of in his area, trying to like move and dash quickly past him. Unfortunately, your roll was a little low, so he's able to spot you doing this well before.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling with one hand. I'm almost there.
Oh, what are you looking for? Let me make it up.
Would Indomitable help with this? Reroll a saving throw? Oh, that I fail. It wasn't a failure. Okay.
Yeah, it was a no. So that would be for ability check. So he's going to make the opportunity attack against you. Okay, it is a 20. Where are we at with you on health? Just want to see how dramatic this roll is.
Probably going to be pretty dramatic. I've got 4 temporary hit points, 9 actual hit points.
Oh no! 6 damage. 6 slashing damage from the sword. All right, so you slide through his legs with how many HP remaining? 2?
7.
7. With 7 HP remaining, and you slide into the direction of the glove through the Minotaur legs as he slices you on your arm. You don't notice the pain as you're already ravaged with pain from this combat. You get the glove in your hand. Dirt is kicked up everywhere. Now you can pick it up with a free action. You still have 10. You have 5 feet of movement remaining, and a bonus action, as well as a free action. You use an action and move 25 feet, basically.
Okay, so the glove is right there, and putting it on would be an action, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It would be a free action if it weren't for the fact that you see a stump inside the hand.
Yeah, there's a hand in there. And I have my hand back.
Of course, it would be a free action to at least clear the stump.
Yeah.
And maybe toss the glove to a teammate. Although, no, there's no teammate available.
No. Hold on. I'm thinking. I don't want to resort to this, but oh shit.
It's a hard call.
Oh my god. Hope and her
Wait, did you just say I don't want to resort to this? What did you don't want to resort to?
There are some things Hope could do.
Yeah. Well, it's now or never. So think you have all the benefit of contemplation right now, but your character has the benefit of like seconds.
I know. She's got to make a decision here.
What does your character instinctively do when they don't have time to think about something?
Oh, okay. Let me replay the movements in my head to get in the character, because I really want to put it on. Everyone wants to put on this stuff. All right. There. Slide through. Get cut. We've got the glove. She knows she probably can't get it in the tower, even if she's holding it. But just give it back to the demons anyway. Oh shit! Written into a corner. This is crazy.
Maybe just have to leave it up to the gods.
I know. Okay, in her desperation, she would call out to the voice, "What now?"
Oh, you call out to the voice, "What now?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone else take off their headset, please.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm not used to having the other. Okay, everyone's off. All right. You hear a voice respond to you very quickly. Discard the fist. Discard your hand. And place the stump to your arm. All right, everyone put their headphones back on.
back on? Okay.
I think I might have made it harder for Kristen, not easier.
I am dying to know.
For podcast listeners, Kristen's like reacting pretty strongly.
Oh my god. But I can't do that all on this turn.
It's a hard call. Sounds like whatever the hell's going on.
It's like one of those like tough sport, team sports battles where they're fighting for the puck in the corner and they're checking everyone and kicking the puck around. Like that's what's happening right now.
All right, Hope has grabbed the glove and she's looking around for maybe an evil miracle.
An evil miracle, an evil Christmas miracle. Okay.
She's got. So, what hand is the glove for?
The right hand.
Okay, so she's holding the glove in her left hand, and that's how she ends her turn.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Stanley, you're up.
Boy. All right, so Stanley, seeing the Knight Commander step out, he would also approach the doorway, though cautiously. He's only got 1 hit point. He's hurting. And look out over the battlefield. So Hope would be directly in front of the doorway then, right?
Yep, she's standing in the doorway.
With the fist in her hand.
Fist in her left hand, yep.
And the chest at her feet. Varel's down on the ground, past her.
Yep, he's standing tall. But stunned.
Okay, Stanley is going to step to the doorway. And he's going to make a booming blade attack from 10 feet away on this demon here. That one's on the ground, right? They're all on the ground?
Yep. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
all descended to ground range. All like
I
there's
don't-
6 demons. Well, there's 8 demons technically.
Yeah, I don't think he has the option to do anything else except try to just provide whatever cover he can to his friends. So, gonna do a booming blade attack. That's going to be a 18 to hit on him.
Yeah. Okay. Which one? The one near Hope.
Yeah, the demon closest to Hope.
Okay, perfect. That's a hit.
Okay, so that is going to be. That's going to be 9 piercing damage
Okay.
and 1 thunder damage. And
All
if
right.
that demon moves, it will take an additional d8.
Okay, perfect.
And then Stanley will duck back behind the doorway.
Okay, excellent. Oh my god, I'm having a hard time marking the damage on this guy. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, done. So you fire at the booming blade. It shocks the creature, and if he moves, he'll take damage. Okay, and you're done. All right, perfect. Now, as that like lightning strikes, just boom happens. Boom. One of the paladins looks back behind them and sees, there's noise everywhere, so they didn't really notice that there was that intense of a combat, but they look, and this knight here, in particular, this paladin turns around and he goes, "Oh no, you don't!" And he turns around, runs up, and swings his sword at the demon from behind. And he takes the blade and sinks it into his calf. Like butter, just the whole blade going into that calf muscle. Shink! And the demon goes, "Ah!" And then the whole line of paladins see that their doorway is under attack, and they turn around and swarm the demons from behind in this area here. Doing as much as they can to run away. These two will run up and take on the hordes while there are more damage rolls to be done. Or attack rolls, rather. Okay. Perfect. So now these ones are under assault, and their focus turns around to the massive paladin warriors that have started slicing and dicing them from behind. That the bottom 3 here are no longer paying attention to Hope or Varel here. Okay. Next up is Nash.
Okay. So I'm in the building.
Yeah.
And can I see any of this nonsense going on outside?
Yep, the doorway's open. You can see what's going on in the doorway. There's a massive skirmish right at the door.
All right. And I've been able to concentrate on... I mean, I still see Varel. Concentration's up. We're still good. We still in that minute?
You're still in the minute.
Okay. All right. Well, this big... Here, I'm going to click him. This big dude here.
Yep, that's the nightmare, the horse.
I would like to fire off a... Actually, I have stuff stored in my ring. Maybe I'll save.
Keep in mind, you don't want to use fire damage against that fire horse.
No, I know.
That's something you know.
No, it's all good. How does this work? Hold on, this is a new one. Choose one creature of your choice. Let's see within the range. Target must succeed in a stream. Okay, and is the fiery horse thing right up on Hope? Like direct?
Yeah, it's above Hope.
It's above Hope currently?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, you can move and angle your shot up.
yeah. For now, that is what I'm going to do. This isn't going to be a ton of damage, but I'm just going to Ray of Frost that guy from below.
Okay, for the horse, perfect.
Yeah.
And I must imagine, is that an attack roll?
Yeah, you need an attack roll. That would be a 16.
Let's see what this guy's is. I don't have it open, so it's just going to be a quick second while I do search in D&D Beyond.
No worries.
There it is. It's a hit.
Okay. Sweet. Let me give you some damage then. Let's see. What level are we at? Okay, so this is going to be 2d8 is all.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's the wrong number. All right, there we go. Whoops, that's got a bonus on it. Shouldn't have. All right, 10.
Okay, so you fire the Ray of Frost up and to the horse, and the horse goes... Wait a sec. It doesn't go, wait a sec.
It goes...
Okay. The horse goes... And then it freezes and it stops talking, and it freezes in place and hits the side of the building, and a piece of it smashes off, and it falls into pieces on the ground as you freeze it, and its rider is thrown. That's not its rider. That's its rider. Its rider is thrown to the ground. Excuse me. On the sorry, just towards the east. You see where I've put him there? So the horse just freezes, hits the side of the tower. The tower burns it, and then the head explodes, and the rider floats down without taking any fall damage, but sort of into this lower area of ground on the left here, as you save your friends from being assaulted by it.
That was a good call to use that cantrip. All right, I feel pretty good about that. I will then tuck myself back underneath for safety.
Okay, perfect. So, and it's now that thing's turn. So it has to climb out of here. So this actually requires double movement as it climbs out of this little pit and then gets into safety near a lot of its allies. And then, what should it do here? Okay, if he's already used that. So I think what he's going to do is he's going to cast his hypnotic gaze again. I know Scott's a big fan of that.
I do like it. Yeah.
All right, and that's a fail. So this guy is now, one of the paladins here is also now stunned, and he's going to move in and attack, defend his teammates. Oh my god, I missed a lot today. All right, that was all misses, so that's great. So he, this big scary demon that commands all the demons stuns this guy and then proceeds to miss 3 attacks. Which is funny in my
just
mind.
going, oh, and all the stabs are just like...
Yeah. Real weird. All right, and that puts us to Varel's turn. Varel, -5 HP for bleeding. And your status, it's the end of this turn, so you get a full turn. Your stun is now cleared.
Huzzah. All right. Hope is holding the fist.
Hope has the fist in her hand, in her left hand.
She's got the whole fist in her
Alright.
hand.
Now we've got kind of a Hawkeye Widow situation going on here.
Yeah. Now keep in mind the bottom row of monsters that are southern have turned around and are fighting your paladin allies. Have turned around to assault them and protect you.
Well, we're at the door now, yeah?
Yep.
And the box is right there?
And the box is right there.
I mean, we don't technically know that it can't be put back in the box and under the tower. But... How holdy is Hope holding it?
So I think Hope, what do you think you look like?
Would I have to contest Hope's... Would I have to grapple Hope to get the fist?
Hope, what you have the fist. Varel's stun status is clear. He shakes his head and looks at you, clearing off the stun. He wants to know what you look like holding the fist.
Kind of like cradling a football, but I would slightly contest giving it to Varel because Varel falls under mind control all the time.
You've revealed too much information. You have to let him decide whether he wants to
Oh,
contest or
shoot.
not.
Varel,
Well, she has
I
the
take it
look.
back.
So, no, she has the look like she's very happy to be holding that item.
She
Not
has the
happy,
look.
but the look of that Hope look of gleeful violence.
How big is the box?
It's about the size of like a tickle trunk. Like, it's big.
A tickle trunk?
What's a tickle trunk?
Like Mr. Joseph has or something. Okay, hang on. Let me try
Who?
something different.
I've never heard any of that.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
party bag?
It's Canadian Mr. Rogers. Look him
Oh.
up after the show. Yeah, Mr. Dresser.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not pervy at all. Shit, I'm using all these shorthands that are Canadian. You guys don't know what they mean.
Never heard of that.
It's like the size of just like a moving box. Like, it's big. It's way bigger than it needs to be to hold a gauntlet in it. But you imagine that's for magic reasons. But it floats, so that's a plus. But you saw how the fist, Hope tried to pick it up with the broom and push it into the entrance, and it wouldn't go in. You would have seen that.
This changed the situation greatly.
Yeah.
Things are more dire in Hope's eyes, but less dire in Varel's eyes. But we'd still be trapped in the damn tower if we got it back inside. With no chance of escape.
Precisely so.
What would Varel do? Does Varel
Well-
think that he's best in charge with the fist? Because I assume Varel would just take it and not, debate. There's just obviously he has to put on the powerful weapon.
Well, the problem
he's the
the
greatest.
problem now is I have to get it from Hope as an action, and then I have to remove the hand again as an action, and we'd be right back where we were with Varel holding the fist. But
Well,
no.
why don't you tell her to
progress.
hold the hand and you can pull off, like she could hold it by the hand, and you could pull off the glove. You know what I mean? Like she could take a handful of the flesh like this and then pull it out, and then you could pull out the glove. This is a suggestion, just to help with your turn.
You're holding the fleshy hand. Cast it into the fire! Into the tower!
Or the other way around.
Sam. I don't mean to, Mr. Frodo. Sam.
I can't wait to go back to the Shire and have a nice double breakfast.
Potatoes.
Oh, all right.
This is the most I've seen Varel like just go into the tank, dude. It's great.
Yeah. It is great.
It's like, those poker games where the guy's just like sitting there like,
I know.
Do I raise? Do I call this bet?
It's America's esport right here.
I'll just hold on to the fleshy bit, Mr. Frodo.
I don't mean to.
Oh, but she looks so bad. I'm the only one that can
I
take
can't
any
carry
hits
it,
out here.
but I can carry you.
There you go. That's a
So
Varel move.
dumb.
Just scoop her up.
No, well,
Yeah.
I already
Put her on your
considered.
shoulders.
That's why I asked about the size of the box, because I was gonna like put her in the box, you know, like shove her into the box and throw her in.
Did not expect that.
Oh.
And I still didn't get a good answer, but I know it's as big as a tickle box, so
Oh, it's like shit. It's it's like a shit.
It's like a
it's
shit.
big. It's huge. It's let's say 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet at least.
oh,
It's big enough, like half a human. You know, it goes up to about the waist on a human if it's on the ground, not floating, and about as wide in all dimensions. It's a square or cube.
Hope you don't have the health to do the things.
Maybe you could just protect her until she does. Another option. What does Varel do here? I don't know. Only you know.
Whatever you do, you'll be hasted.
Yeah.
That's the important
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
Yeah. Never forget.
Okay. I mean, are we? If we have 6 seconds, seconds to talk, can I just come out of my stun and say, "What are you gonna do, Hope?"
Yeah.
What are you gonna
You
do?
could also ready. You could potentially ready an action, right? You can't delay,
Yeah.
but you could ready something. You could say, "Hope, give me the fist," and then or
No, I
you could
spend.
do something. You know?
If I get one little thing to say, that's what I say to Hope.
Mitchell's
Okay.
what?
She's not here though, so Kristen. I don't know where she went to. Oh, there she is. Okay.
She probably heard it from the other room.
Varel just wants to do one thing with his turn and says the following.
No, wait, whoa. That the free action speaking.
Oh, okay. It's free action speaking.
I heard. It's good.
Oh, okay. Can you repeat for me? I forgot.
What are you gonna do, Hope?
Hope?
Gotcha. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Any other? Are you only using your free action?
Oh, she can't respond now?
I give you 6 words, Hope.
Well, now we're gonna have to wait another 10 minutes as I craft what 6 words. Hope wouldn't say anything. She would just look at Varel.
Okay. Maybe the look
With
says it
very
all.
intense gaze.
An intense gaze. Okay.
It's my second favorite kind of gaze.
Like there's more to the glove than meets the eye.
All right.
More than meets the eye.
All right, I trust her in that then.
Okay.
And I will turn and attack the Minotaur who's still going in range.
Okay. Make your attack rolls.
All right. I'll give him the double reckless special. First attack is a 22 versus the Oasis.
Hit.
All right. We're still flaming. So we got 7, 3, 10, 14 points of slashing damage
Got it.
and 11 points of fire.
Mm-hmm. That's just for the first attack?
Yep. Second attack is a 26.
All right. So describe how you're going to kill this creature, because I think you're pretty much going to kill him with your modifier alone. So go ahead.
Cool. Flamin' sword biz. I will cut him across the chest for the first one, and then swing it around and lop off his horns. And
Done.
by doing so, blood goes as he goes down.
Perfect. Better than I could have hoped. That's excellent. So yeah, he drops to his knees with the blood squirting from his horns. Do you keep the horns? You catch
No,
them.
they go flying. I'm busy.
They go flying. All right, perfect. Okay, so that's your action. You slay Slobashar 10 of Jarpopolis.
Yep, the very same.
That's the one.
That's the
The
guy.
very same. Who's under here? There's like a
Who's under here? Let me see. Hang on. This is such a busy map. I'm going to zoom in now that it's in the concentrated area. That looks like Knight Commander Thale, whose corpse flew from the sky and hit the ground a long time ago.
Wait, no, I featherfalled her. She technically would have hit the ground alive.
Shoot. Wait, really?
yeah,
Okay,
the one
so
I
it's
kicked off got featherfalled.
It's a character I lost track of. So you can barely see who that character is. You just see a green demon standing on top of some hands.
Okay, well, she's fine.
She didn't make it, but she was featherfalled. The
Yeah.
fall didn't kill her, and that's what's important.
That's what's important. Yep.
Well, she may be alive. You can't tell. All you see is a hand sort of sticking out from a hoof. A gloved
All right.
hand.
Then I will use my move action here because those guys aren't facing me. But
Okay.
if they need opportunity, they may.
All right. Perfect. Well,
And I'll
well
spend
done.
my hasted action attacking this guy.
Okay, do it.
10 total.
That's a miss.
All right. I'm done.
Perfect. All right, so Varel, now that Varel's done, Spatulo, whom no one's paid attention to for a few turns, steps up and Hope looks towards you and says, "Toss me the glove, and I will take it to safety. You must give it to me," he says. All right, and now as he says that to you, these three demons here begin assaulting the paladins who have turned around to defend the doorway. Okay. Oh. All right. So as the battle ensues, two of the paladins lose their lives. You hear swords and like the dodging and grunts of combat. You can't really see over the demons too much, but when one of them hits the ground, you hear like this thud against the ground and see this white armored, between their feet, like white armor hit the ground and be slain. Varel, the one near you, makes an attack for you. All right, let me get that block here. Oh, that's a hit with the great axe. And that is 13 slashing damage.
Still going.
Oh my god. And he hits with the claw for 20. It's also going to be a hit. Attack. Claw is to do that. So let me get that. I always put my dice away and then I can never find them. Okay. Perfect. 10 slashing damage. And I need
Still.
a constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. A natty 1.
Okay. You can now have another wound on your body.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to be taking 10 points of damage per turn until
Perfect.
it's staunched. But not right now. You do take some slashing damage now that I'm rolling it. It's 6 slashing.
All right.
Yeah. So, and you're now taking 10. Remember, you can stop this with the successful medicine check to staunch the wound. Anyone else can. I don't think you can do it to yourself. Unless there's any creature, you can do it to yourself as well, apparently. Okay,
I got 6
so
biggins.
6 big hit points. All right, that brings us to Elentris, who's given up her sword, and she in fact collapses down onto the ground, sort of exhausted from energy. She doesn't have much to give off in attacks, and she begins retreating back. And she looks to you, Stanley, and she says, "We must close the door." The sullen, sobering look in her eyes as she looks to you, almost for the reason she would say it to you would be for you to confirm that that's the hard thing that she needs to do, is to close the door. No need to do catapults. Hope, you're up.
So soon. So soon.
So on your left hand, you have Zorander's fist. It is white, purple. It was white and gold. It has a gem right here, and it glows purple. And there's this sort of purple fumes coming from the fist. Inside the fist, you see that there is a the stump of an arm in there. You can see where the bone snapped, splintered. It's old rotted flesh, so it just seems like a bunch of cold cuts that are purple in there. It's not really bloody. It's just kind of there, meat.
And then we've got the demons around us. Varel is pretty much almost dead.
Yeah,
Almost
you heard the
dead.
Knight Commander mentioning to close the door potentially. The demons in front of you are facing away from you. They're facing the paladins. You have one demon there, and Spatulo on your left, asking you to toss the glove to him.
Old Spatulo there.
Good old Spatulo.
Yeah. It's a great name.
That's
Does
like
the gem look pretty solid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, having shot numerous things in Hope's life, she could guesstimate a bullet probably wouldn't.
Well, it looks solid enough that if it was a normal gem, you probably think of lots of ways to break it. But you're sort of aware that magic items have this resistance that you don't understand.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Hope's going to...
I mean, now's the time.
But can it even be done in one turn? That's the thing.
Maybe it can be done using something else, not your own power.
Not my own power. Oh, God. Well, if I'm interpreting this correct...
Maybe you could ask someone else to do it for you.
Yeah.
Or you could, a monster could potentially, you could aim,
Yeah.
you could dodge in such a way as to make that a thing too.
Yeah, totally. All right. Stanley's up next. Yeah.
Yep. Stanley's next.
All right. Humble.
Or you could do it yourself.
Could I? Could you physically do that?
There'd probably be a check.
Okay. Because then I need a knife too, and Varel's way too far off.
You don't have a dagger still?
I do have a dagger at +2.
Sounds like a good candidate.
Okay. All right. Rolls be with me because I don't think Hope could.
I haven't asked for one yet.
No, I know, but
I don't know what you're doing.
This is pretty. Hope's gonna look around and she's gonna see the demons are clearly gonna take it, but she doesn't want them to take it, and she doesn't want her friends to get corrupted.
Remember, you have a free action where you can interact with one item for free as long as it takes one hand.
Yeah.
So that's possible here.
Okay, well, Hope's looking around, and she's gonna look kind of sad about it. But the box is 3x3x3. Hold on, I'm being table talked here to the side.
Yeah, we can hear him.
I'm just saying, the box is right there.
I don't want to waste it.
There's a secret agent in your camera room.
I know. It's like, get in the box, Chrissy, get in the box. But what if we can't put the fist back in the box and I've wasted a turn trying to get this fist back in the box? But then again, I could waste my turn trying to...
You should do...
Hope would try and cut off her own arm. So what she would do, she's going to look around and it's going to be kind of sad because she realizes this is probably a pretty bad idea, but she wasn't the one that thought about getting in the box. That's on Varel. So she's going to get the fist, put it under her left boot so that if she succeeds in cutting off her own right hand, she can immediately shove the stump into the fist.
Okay.
Good lord.
All right. I need you to make a wisdom check, please. Hang on. I'm not 100% committed to the wisdom thing yet. Give me 1 second. I want to see the skill list.
Ask for it. Might regret it later.
Yep. Ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, let's do a saving throw for intelligence.
Okay. Pretty good. It looks like it's an 18.
Okay. All right. So you drop the fist to the ground. Oh no, you're putting your own hand under your foot. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm putting the fist under my left foot
Okay. You
so
drop
that
the
it's
fist to the
holding
ground.
there. Yeah.
Step on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you take your dagger,
Mm-hmm.
which you already have in your other hand, I presume. Just do a quick toss.
Yeah.
And how exactly, like, just in the air, or do you push it up against something, the ground?
Well, if we're going for cool points, Hope's gonna hold the dagger up in her left hand, so everyone sees, and she's gonna bring it down.
Okay, so you're gonna cut through with the pointy end this way, like this.
Damn.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And then like pry it off. Like it won't clearly cut it. It's a big knife though. But then like you can pop it off, like pop the bone out of the joint, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then just slice the rest of the skin off.
Jeez.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Attack roll, please.
It's freaking hardcore.
I think a 21 will hit.
Okay. So you toss everyone sees this. You toss the glove down, step on it with your foot, take your right arm out, toss the knife into your left arm, and bring the knife down into your elbow. And it sinks in so quickly, it sticks out the other side, and you see pieces of your arm sort of split both ways. You feel it connect, and you jimmy the knife, and you're in excruciating pain, by the way. You need to roll your damage dice for yourself, please.
It's like 27
Just your
days,
attack,
man.
but against yourself. Wait, do you have enough hit points to do this? Do we need to talk about this?
Gotta go down.
9 damage. That definitely takes me down.
Oh shit! No, this didn't work out at all, did it? All right. Okay, that's not too bad. You stab yourself in the hand, reduce your hit points to 0. You have a split second before you go down. As you have enough strength and force of will to put the knife into your elbow. You jimmy it and lop off the arm. The arm's now bleeding. A little bone slides out. You're like, I'm not sure if you needed that or not, kind of thing. You become lightheaded and you have blood loss and you're starting to drop to the ground. And you have one last way that you can position your body as you hit the ground.
Yep, and as she sinks down, she's gonna slip that stump into the fist.
Okay, perfect. And on that note, we're going to take our midway break and find out what happens.
gosh.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're gonna be.
This is madness. This is madness.
It is madness. 5 minutes on the clock. Everybody go pee, drink, do whatever you got to do. That includes you too, audience. We'll see you in a second.